What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC Garage. And right now, I am a little pissed off, frustrated, because I just haven't had good luck with engines recently. So, I'm breaking in my new Kyosho buggy. Get to just finish the 5th tank. And I fill it right back up because I'm gonna do the 6th and 7th or what? Yeah, whatever. I think I had 2 tanks left. So I was getting ready to do those 2 tanks, fill it up. I go to pull the pull start, and it just spins. It did not turn the motor over. So I was like, "There's no way. There's no way this engine is bad." And so I'm like, okay, it's just the one way. The one way went bad. So I took it apart and took the one way bearing out, and the one way was fine. So I was like, crap. I spun the shaft that the one way bearing goes on in the back of the engine. It spun, and it did not crank the engine over. It did not turn the engine over. And I was like, there's no way this is happening. This is brand new. In the unboxing, I was like, Kyosho's reliable and it's a good brand, and then the engine doesn't turn over after only the 5th tank. So I took the back plate off, and I noticed the pin that comes out of the crankshaft to catch the actual shaft that the one-way bearing on it to turn the engine over. It was pushed in. It wasn't poking out so that the shaft can catch it and then crank the engine over. So, and the engine was fine, rod was fine, piston was fine, everything was good. I'll show you the engine right now, but I just wanted to explain to you what's been going on. And so I'm glad that nothing was wrong with the piston and the rod, but the little pin was gone. Or it wasn't gone, it was just pushed in. And there's a spring behind that pin, a tiny spring. So I was like, what is going on? At first I was confused because I was like, wait, there's nothing for it to catch. And I thought the pieces, I didn't know there was a spring. I didn't realize that this engine had a spring, and then it pushed out a little pin. But because usually most crankshafts just have the pin solid on there, there's no spring behind it. So this one had a spring. So I thought, no way, it just broke the crank, the little pin on the crank. But then I started to look at diagrams and stuff of the engine, and there's a spring behind it. So I was like, okay, did that get thrown out? So I don't know. I just tapped the engine on my hand a little bit, and then the pin fell out, the little tiny pin, which is right here. Good thing I didn't lose it. This little pin is what catches on the actual shaft to turn the engine over. Oh, right there. It's tiny. And so that fell out, and I was like, okay. And I looked inside the hole. Let me see. This is the engine right here. See that hole where the rod is? So that spring goes inside there, and then the spring pushes the pin out a little bit out of there, and then you put the back plate on, and so on and so forth. So I looked in there, and it didn't seem like anything was in there. So I was like, did it not come with a spring or something? Did they assemble this engine wrong? And I was like, okay. And then I shined a light in there, and I could see the spring in there. I could see it in there. So I was like, okay. I tapped on the thing a little more, and this came out. Oh gosh. The spring, like the top end. Oh god, I dropped it. But it was barely like a little bit of spring came out, and I was like, okay. And then this came out. This spring. But it was combined. Hold on. Oh gosh. Frick. Hold on. Oh well, I just lost part of the spring. But so this was one part of the spring. I lost that one too. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I lost the spring. I don't know where it went. But let me show you what the spring. So it was in 3 different pieces. It was that little one I showed at the beginning, and then like 2 halves that were like equal length. Let me see. Let me show you what it was supposed to look like. Because I was trying to look for, and it's really hard to get Kyosho. I knew that, and I forgot, like, totally when I ordered this, that, like, Kyosho's, like, all their crap is on back order. And, okay. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is what the spring is supposed to look like. But when it broke into 3 pieces, basically, when it broke into those 2 halves, since the engine was still spinning when it broke, I'm guessing it broke while it was running. Spring just snapped. They combined to make like into one spring, so it was just like the 2 little springs were stuck together, and I had to put them apart. So the springs are too short now to push that pin out, and they were just stuck down in the crankshaft. So that's why when I would go to pull a pull start, the pin wasn't catching, and the pin wasn't poking out to catch actually the pull start. So I was looking for a long time, trying to find a backplate, and they're like obviously back ordered everywhere because Kyosho, I don't know, something's going on with a lot of their stuff is back ordered. But I think I was able to find just a regular compression spring on Amazon that is the same size. I measured it with calipers, with digital calipers. I measured the size of the spring, and I found the same one. It's just a little longer, so I'm just gonna have to like cut it down, which is no problem. But hopefully that should be coming in today. I ordered it yesterday on Amazon, and it should be coming in today, it said. So hopefully I can get that in, and then I could use the pull start. But I was trying to just get the back plate to use like the starter box. But the back plate is for the starter box is back ordered too. So I want to wait for that and order that and just get the starter box and just do it that way. So I don't really have to worry about that spring anymore. But yeah, it kind of sucks that, you know, the first time I go to start it, well, not the first time I go to start, but the first freaking couple tanks that the spring inside already broke. Good thing it was nothing with the engine, and it wasn't even my fault. I mean, I don't, like, there's nothing, there's nothing I did to make that spring break. It just broke, I guess, because it started right up the tank before, and then it must have broke while it was the engine running, and then that's why it was all twisted and stuck together, because it was probably twisting inside the crank and stuff. And yeah, so just waiting for that spring to come in. It kind of sucks, but you know, that's things in the RC world never really go your way. So yeah, but that's just a little update, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I was really frustrated. This happened yesterday, so I was really frustrated, and it sucks. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my little rant, thank you for watching. Make sure to go down, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.